All right, you know what time it is, don't you? It's time for a new video. And of course we got to talk about this outrageous situation that has never been seen before in history ever, and that is of course this technocratic persecution of me, Stephen Bell, that is going on in public. And we are truly living in a clown world now, where anything is what the Western establishment say it is, and they expect everybody to go along with whatever they're proclaiming on a day-to-day basis, no matter the completely outrageousness or how fantastical it is. That they just demand anybody and everybody to go along with whatever they say, and everybody who doesn't quickly gets ostracized or gets targeted in one way or another. And to highlight how this is a completely ridiculous clown world, only yesterday on the 26th of July 2023 they were again broadcasting some character assassination and slander campaigns against me, Stephen Bell, where simply for me scrolling down my Facebook page I was being claimed as being some kind of sex criminal for the mere act of scrolling on my Facebook, as anybody does on a daily basis. And this is all that it takes for them to turn something completely innocent and banal into something completely untoward and akin to a crime. And this is of course something that they do on a regular basis. In fact, I know I have said this many times, but anytime I have any kind of interaction with anybody, and I mean anybody, be it the supermarket or someone inquiring to my small business, they would turn these interactions or conversations into something deviant and untoward, especially in a sexual regard. And I mean, it's anybody and everybody. I don't even have to have a conversation or interaction with someone. Someone could be in my line of sight or my periphery, just around me, and they will literally claim something through their incessant use of the synthetic telepathy communication system. This is the communication system that they could not live without in the program, because obviously they cannot use my personal words and actions in real life to incriminate me for something that I'm clearly not doing or have ever done. So they need to be in this clown world where anything is whatever they say it is, and they need to be able to say that I'm thinking this, that or the other, or that I have this, that intention towards anybody and everybody, especially in a sexual regard again. And this is what they're doing over and over and over again on repeat. And this is their modus operandi of indoctrinating people to believe that I'm supposedly the most prolific sex criminal the world has ever seen, while in reality there has never been a case against me for such things. And I know I've said this thousands of times before, but it still stands to it's still fact. There's nothing to even suggest that I have been involved in such things, other than the program's propaganda, the government's incessant slander campaigns and character assassination campaigns. And you know as well as I do, perhaps even more, they desperately need you to believe the things that they are proclaiming. And at the end of the day, they are going to set me up, and they are going to do so by softening the ground, as I have just explained here, saying that I am having all of these untoward feelings and thoughts and intentions, but they are never lived out for some reason. And then they just go on and on and on, and just keep repeating it until people finally start to believe them. And then they're going to plant something in my home, most likely child pornography, or they might, or on my computer, or they might also combine it with drugs, because that is something that I have had a history with. And obviously this is their modus operandi, and I'm well aware of it. And that is why I have written a complaint to the intelligence agencies on the 30th of June 2023, where I literally write word for word just in regards to their modus operandi of how they're going to set me up, and how they are using every interaction that I'm having to claim something untoward. And I'm obviously, I have making their life harder for them when I'm calling out their modus operandi, how they are doing things, and they are still doing it despite me writing to official authorities like the watchdog with the intelligence agencies. I have written pretty much the same to the Ministry of Justice of Denmark, who are so corrupted now they won't even confirm that they have received my letters, and this is obviously because it makes it much harder for them to go through one of these plan setups if they are interacting with me in these regards that I have just explained to you here. And to highlight this clown world even more, I want to show you how the Danish intelligence agency PET are actually actively using the program's real-time synthetic telepathy communication system to coerce members of the public to report me to the police. And in this regard, I was reported to the police on the 27th of April 2023. Someone anonymously reported me to the police, and it was in regard to my hunting license. You know, I 2 weeks before this date or something around that time, I passed my hunting license, and I was given the license, even though the police had to investigate me, because I have had, for more than 10 years, I have had crimes on my criminal record. But because it's so long ago now that it gets deleted, and in regards to hunting license, it's 10 years. And it's obviously, you can't have a hunting license and have active cases against you. The gun laws are very, very strict here, and this is just another piece of material fact and evidence that clearly shows that their claims and accusations against me, Stephen Bell, the ones that they are broadcasting and rebroadcasting each and every single day to publics all over the world, not just in Denmark, not just in England, not just in America, but all over the world, in fact. They are making false claims and allegations, obviously to justify this technocratic public persecution of me, Stephen Bell, that is going on. So here you see actual evidence of them reporting me for not something that I was doing. It actually says in the report here that the person was reporting me to the police because he thought I was strange, and because of my content on social media. So we have a report not for crimes, not for a threat of a crime, but for my social media content and someone's subjective opinion who thought he thought I was strange, which, you know, it's just code word for the program's propaganda. So here you see a perfect example of the complete and utter clown world, and how the state is actively trying to sabotage my life and take away my freedom. And of course they are doing so by using the members of the public and as their de facto proxies, and they're using the synthetic telepathy communication system to communicate to the public and to avoid keeping records of the majority of all the communications that are communicated in these regards.